Today I'm going to be painting a golden retriever named Morgan. And I've just done a time lapse for today, so that's not great for showing the details of mark making or brush strokes. But what I love about time lapse is that it gives this really good overall impression of how long I spend on each stage of a painting. And something that has consistently surprised me is how much time, or realistically how little time, it takes to get the overall structure of a piece down, compared with how much time is spent on all these tiny little details. And that's really important because I find if I don't get that structure right, the details don't really matter. But when it is right, adding the little details, even though it's time consuming, that's what makes it just kind of come alive. If you've never done a time lapse of yourself painting, I totally recommend it. You can learn a lot to see what you're doing, what you aren't doing, and where you're spending your time. And something that's really fun to do is stop your video like 80% of the way through and then see, did you actually change anything in that last 10%, 20% of time, or are you just fiddling? With this one, I think I did save a couple of details till the end, but most of the piece is already there by 80% of the way through. If you are interested in learning more about how I do details and how I paint fur, I also included a blog post in the show notes that talks a little bit more about this piece and about sort of the role of detail in making something look lifelike, and why and when shadow and color are much more important pieces. So I hope you enjoy the video.
And there we have it. Morgan's all finished. As I mentioned earlier, if you're interested in seeing more about how to paint fur, how to paint realistic fur, there's a blog article in the description you can check out, and it goes into more detail about, well, details. Thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and see you next time.